my people. Well, we got great surprise, because we not got only one interview, but two interviews today, and we got a superstar, a classic dancehall songster, a man who lived all the transformation of the dancehall music in Jamaica. We have him right here talking about Lieutenant Stitchie. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much.
Respect.
Thank you so much for your time and the disposition for this interview. We're humbled to have you here in the music in San Andres Island. And as how Eddie said, you're one of the legends of the dance hall, a DJ. So we would like to start out knowing about your story. Even though we read biographies, we see information on the internet, and we have an insight of who you are. We want to hear it from you, Mr. Lieutenant Stitchie.
You want to hear it directly?
Yes, direct
okay.
from.
Yeah. Yeah, I was introduced into the reggae industry, by hearing Dennis Brown. And so I started singing like Dennis Brown, and that's what attracted me to the music in the first place. And then later on I learned of two prominent dancehall DJs like my mentors, Brigadier Jerry and Rankin Joe. And when I heard those guys started DJing, man, I decided they were so good that I have to do a similar thing like that. And so, that's what I started doing, and that's what drew me into the business. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And then I figured out start my own style, get my own style, my own feel, my own flow, and started on different sound systems, and started actually recording, doing different competitions, DJ competitions, being promoted from a private to a corporal, to a sergeant, and to a lieutenant. And then I'm called Lieutenant Stitchie, the governor. So, that's where it comes from in the dancehall. Recently, I think it was 2 weeks ago on the 6th, I was conferred by the Prime Minister, by the government of Jamaica, with an order of distinction.
Wow.
For my contribution to the development and growth of dancehall globally, reggae and dancehall locally and globally. I didn't hear that.
That is a really
thank you.
nice information. Really, a legend have to be honored in life. Many times we make the mistake to honor them when they pass away, when they're not physically there,
right.
to thank them for so much contribution to the culture. And really, it's nice, and we give a big applause for that, because really you merit it, and it's nice to have that experience and exchange it here so with we, because we feel that connection as Caribbean people with Jamaica. We want to know, right. Mr. Stitchie, what music mean in your life? We know all that experience, all the music that you carry through the whole world, but that personal perspective where you got about music.
Well, music means a lot of things to me, so that's a question that we could go on answering for 5 different programs that you have. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
Music to me is life. It is from the Greek word muse, which means to make think, which means we have to be responsible for whatever it is that we say, because from our words comes life, and we're speaking into people's lives. Music is also the visa for me to step out of a life of poverty into a better focus and a better life to help my relatives and friends. You know what I mean? And music shows that poverty is not an excuse to be a failure, but it can be a prerequisite for success. You know what I mean? And so music means so much to me. Music is life. You know what I mean? And what I think that sums up, the totality of what music is to me. You know what I mean? I use music to entertain and to educate and to inform, because I am also a teacher, by a profession, a teacher of physical education and sport. And when I was going to college, I used music to study because I couldn't afford the books from going to school. And so I had to go into the garbage bin where the richer children would throw away their books and bind those waste, the books that they throw away to become textbook. When I wasn't able to do that, then I started writing notes from those textbooks and made them into songs and memorize them as songs and use them for my exam. So music is everything to me. You know what I mean? And one of those songs that I've written several songs that I've studied in exams. One of those songs is called Body Body. You know, it tells you, it was let me see how I can describe it. I was at college and I had an anatomy exam and a physiology exam. And so I wrote the song, to memorize the notes and what it is that I need to do to explain certain questions that would come on the test paper. And so once I sing the first line, then it reminds me of everything else. And so I use it as a means of memorizing my study to do my exams. And it worked well for me because I've never failed that subject in going to college. You know, never was bless God, I never had to do a receipt. You know what I mean? And music is what helped me do that.
Okay, nice. I would like to know which one was the first song you made that put you in the eyesight or in the visual of all the industry around the world, because I know it's not only Jamaica. And you said this is the song that opened the door for me.
No, the song is Wear Your Sides. But this is not the song that I wrote. The song that I was making reference to just a while ago is called Body Body.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which says, learn about your body, body. Body, body, learn about your body, body. Body, body, learn about your body, body. Body, body. Lieutenant Stitchie is not only an entertainer. My personal career, I am a school teacher. The teacher's college I attended was GC Foster and then T3. Everything about human structure. So learn about your body, body. Body, body, learn about your body, body. Body, body. 206 bones make up your structure. If function properly, them have to work together. We have 2 tongues, we have 8 fingers. When we doing math, we use them represent numbers. We have 2 wrists, 2 elbows, and 2 shoulders. 3 pairs of them together, move we arm all over. We have 2 kidneys, 1 heart and 1 liver kidney regulate the concentration of dissolved food matter. The heart pump blood in all area, and the liver produce by and give your feces color. So learn about your body, body. Body. About your body, body.
A very, very dynamic way to really learn. That is a very versatile way also to learn the lesson them. And many times we don't know how to memorize things, and you have to find the right way to do it. And really, it's nice. It's nice. If the children start listening to it, they will know anatomy very clear and very good.
Like how grandparents used to say,
let me just allow me to break down just maybe the first time to you. Where it says 206 bones make up your structure. Now when we write in the essay on the skeletal system, and it asks how many bones make up the human body. One school of thought says it's 204, and one school of thought says it is 206. Because there are actually 12 pairs of ribs, but there are 2 ribs, a pair of ribs that are called the floating ribs. Yeah? And that would make it 13 instead of 12. And so those 2 would bring it up to 206. But if you don't those 2, then you'll get 204. But because those floating ribs are way down to your side, right down there along, you know, they're basically cartilages. They refer to them as cartilages, so they don't class them as real bones. But really and truly, all bones comes from cartilage.
Yes.
Is it? Right.
Yes.
So it gives me that it reminds me how to explain and to work out the 33 pairs, the 33 in your vertebral column, you know, and the 2 and all of that, from your patella to your radius to your ulna to your fluma, you know what I mean, to your sternum, to your scapula. The list goes on, you know. So it opens up the memory to write that essay.
Sure, it does. This definitely shows that when grandparents and especially grandmother used to say, I hope you know your lesson like how you know that song. You know the song and how you know your lesson. So how it applies. In your time, it was you know your song because you know the lesson. It was the contrary.
Yes, yes.
Definitely. You have a song game called
Yes.
Bad.
Can I tell you this?
Sure.
I remember when I was in exam, when I was doing the anatomy exam, you know, they were saying that I was talking. The invigilator thought that I was talking, and they gave Cleveland, no talking in the exam. You know? But I wasn't talking. I was actually singing.
Yes.
And my friends thought that I had it easy because when the exam was over, they said, "Boy, it's hard, you know." And I saw you were just singing all the way. You have it easy. No, I was just memorizing. I never had it easy.
Lieutenant Stitchie.
So music means a lot to me.
Yeah, man.
Lieutenant Stitchie, you have a song called Mad. That song improved definitely your capacity of singing and singing very fast. When did you decide that that would be the way to show a mark or a signature about Stitchie way of singing?
Well, I'm from a family of persons who talk fast. My brother talk fast, my sister talk fast, everybody talk fast. Yeah.
It's a heritage.
Yeah. And so they slowing down the speed. I remember when I took dancehall music to Germany and to Europe the first time, and I was doing a television interview in Holland, introducing to them what dancehall music was. And the speed at which I was going, you know, was faster than the speed of light. And so they weren't able to see it because I was traveling too fast. So what I did, I actually slowed myself down in speaking to them to express to them what it was about. Mm-hmm. But the signature that I decided to have my thing sorted out in terms of the speed is that I use one word and say how fast I can go saying this one word, you know, and then just do it by adding words to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And soon it becomes a full line, a full verse. You know what I mean? A full song.
Yeah.
So it's one step at a time. Like I would say mad, the word mad. Okay, so I would say mad, 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 yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then I can just add words to it, like for the food I eat and goes around and the shoes that I'm on wear, for the breath of blue and the life you give me Almighty God your care. When that dog and that like a master in the face, the place in 12 months and the year. For the salvation of the place of religion, Father, put me here. Increase nobody my mind and serve them strong. And may my God is from the shade, from the protect, from the present Jesus, who will God is my gift to the descent and not declare this and to get the fuck the road of the light, the branch of the man, not feel tense. That trade the world righteous, so let me run no one, your friends will get in the ID, put your weapon in the again, then skill down, don't your cap, men cap, and but that people they get this complete of the French to protect me, to fit the blessings that you'll be stored on the family.
That's really mad.
Put some ear in that long because my gosh, wow. You had like 1 minute or two going and don't stop eating. You can't do that.
No, not in this life, and much less in the other.
They really do it very natural. You don't have like no effort. They do it just relax and really we really enjoy it. It's another level of an artist. It's something that born from you very natural and was very nice.
Something is see it on videos and hear it in a music, but something is have it right here. So enjoying it live. Mr. Lieutenant, you had a mislead with your name. One time they had when you released the first album, in fact,
yes.
like a little mistake, it was Stitchie and not Stitchie. And then printed bad, so you had to stay with the Stitchie. How that gone?
What happened is that I'm a lover of citrus.
Yeah.
So, orange, lime, lemon, tangerine, grapefruit, anything in that family. Yeah, I'm part of that family. Yeah, you can't have citrus without Stitchie. I believe I was the first child in that family, so I have rights for everything else that comes after. But my friend started shortening the name and called me Stitchie, shortening for citrus.
Yeah.
But when we went to the studio, the recording distributor, to print the record, to release, they mistake the Stitchie for Stitchie. And so I became popular as Stitchie. So I just kept it and not debate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it turns out that I'm a very humorous person. And so when I do things, you know, it put people in stitches. So it fits. And I know that, you know, I'm on a different pathway with a different mission, you know, focusing on the message of love, peace, and righteousness, and helping to stitch back people's lives into place. You know, you get me? So the stitch is appropriate whichever way. It was prophetic and it was correct, and I embrace it.
Yes, indeed it was.
And you take what you got and you make what you want, and really it's still let the send out the right message, the right acceptance, and the people and really accept the music, because you take it and put it just how you want, and the message is going out, continue going out. And really for us, it's a pleasure to have you here in the music, and we can't say goodbye to you without you give a message, advice to all the young people them and the youth them that are watching us and want to get to that success in music and the level of music that you're making. What is the biggest advice you can give to them?
The first thing I would say to them is this. The most dangerous thing to do is to live and not know why.
Oh.
You must know your purpose. Why are you here? Why are you doing what you're doing? What am I gifted to do? And then pursue your gifting with fully determination and dedication. You know what I mean? And set your own goal at the level where you are comfortable, not be complacent, but be comfortable where you are, and enjoy every view and every level as you go up the ladder of success. Just comfortable in your own skin and be who you are. Never compare yourself with no one else. Never. You are made perfect. You're a prototype. There is none like you, not even if you're a part of a twin or a triplet. Yeah, you're a prototype. You get me? And so you're very special. Never allow anyone to write your resume. Write your own resume. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, it's a pleasure, was a pleasure, and will always be a pleasure having you, because you are a legend of the music, and having you after so much time and you still singing is something very, very nice to see, and is an example. You are an example.
To God be the glory.
Yes, sir. Amen. Thank you so much.
Gracias, mi amigo.
All right. De nada. Mucho gusto.
Don't take me down the line. Don't take me down the line. Don't take me down the line. Just un poquito. Try some like this, you know.
Okay.
Líderes, gobernantes, todos contra el crimen, yeah. Todas las ideas y estrategias, una gran pérdida de tiempo. El crimen, una palabra, P-S-A-D-O. Y la sangre de Cadejo nos garantiza el trofeo. No dejemos que lo malo nos venza, no te van a hacer el amor entre nosotros. Recordemos cuando hay tentación, somos más que vencedores, cantemos. Somos más más que vencedores. Somos más que vencedores. Let me sing it. Somos más que vencedores. Somos más que vencedores. Cantemos.
You never end to surprise us, definitely. So unique. You even surprise us singing in Spanish. This is just so nice, just so nice. Eddie, you can say you had the privilege to sing Somos Más Que Vencedores with our brother, Lieutenant Stitchie. You're here.
Definitely fine. Kids seeing you and having you in front of me, you know.
Yeah.
Nah. So we want to thank you very much for sharing this little time with us. Very important time in this program, and we'll be seeing you pretty soon.
Yes, very nice experience, very nice.
Looking
vibe.
forward
We
to
really
it big time.
with
Looking forward to it big time.
All right.
Yes, for sure. We really connect with your music.
Yeah.
We really connect with your personality.
Can I say this?
Yes,
Sure.
Continue.
Go ahead.
Yes, it would be illegal if I don't return. Okay?
Okay. Amen to that.
Always welcome.
Welcome.
Always.
Anytime you want, hearing the music in San Andres, Providence, and Catlina. Thank you for sharing that experience. Thank you for sharing your vibes with us. All that connection was very nice, very interested, and continued the big up the music, big up the culture and direct from Jamaica. And we say goodbye to you for right now. We now want back to back from Mr. Stitchie. We enjoy hearing the music.
Bye-bye.